Alright, cool. I hope I scared you. What? Alright. So, today I'm gonna tell you why you can't fucking trust people in the world. But before that, you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy for the first time in a while. I don't get to be called Daniel Tiger no more. Every single day. I don't get people to call my number. I don't get people calling my number. And, heads up if you do, you are going to get blocked and reported, so good luck. I'm happy. You know what? I'm so happy. I even got myself a goddamn McDonald's Happy Meal toy. I got this goofy thing. Is that a bad thing? I heard they were one of the things on the Israel boycott. I don't keep up with news that much, so I apologize in advance. But so hello everyone, welcome back to the video. I'm happy. I don't have to feel hated by myself anymore. I'm happy. I'm so happy. I got myself a goddamn cheeseburger, drank a Coke. I'm doing great. In fact, I'm doing so great for the first time in a long time. My lungs, they feel great. My nose feels great. Everything about me feels great. Woo! So, right, actual topic of the video now. A lot of you are wondering what the hell's been going on. I tried to explain it last time, but I didn't know the full picture. And trust me, the full picture is insane. So we're about to get into it right now. So, turns out there was one dude within the company I didn't know at the time. But essentially, he thought he could do a better job than me, which is kind of crazy, because I'm the one that's seen it all from the beginning. Me and Josh started it 2017. He kind of left early on, but I've been seeing it every single step of the way. Alright. That was me and him. He came along, this employee came in a little later on, to when we were WWS and all that. And he thinks he can do a better job than me. You know, even though he did not found it. In fact, hasn't even done that much, especially not recently. So I don't know how the hell he thinks that can work. So pretty much this is the full story that I've been able to reconstruct from so many other people who've talked to me the morning, the afternoon, and now the evening about it. So pretty much this is how the story goes. He was jealous of me in the first place because I had it. He wanted to run it, though. Because he thought he could make it better. He thought I was a burden. He thought that I was an issue with the company I created, which seems a little ridiculous. But, he did eventually just straight up spell out what he thought he could do better than me. So let's go ahead and read over that now, wherever it is. So he had 3 things here. 3 things that he thought he could do better than me. I go from IP to IP, apparently. Even though, no, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't go from IP to IP to IP. If anything, that was your idea, buddy. It was your idea to start introducing new IPs left and right, even though I was the one who said, no, the ones we got, work just fine. I don't know what the hell you're talking about right now. And I really don't know what the hell that has to do with later on, but then we'll get to that. Right now, I'm just talking about how apparently you think you can run something better than me. That's crazy. But, no, apparently, we just jump from IP to IP. Yeah, guys, Stacy, by the way, introduced almost a year ago now. Yes, it's been that long, trust me. To Joy the Elephant, which was only introduced at least like last month. Yes, that's jumping from IP to IP. Make a character, almost a year later you make another. Yeah, we're jumping from IP to IP, guys. It's not like this motherfucker, which some of you guys name Eugene's fucking Pigglesworth. And it's not like some of these guys who've been here from the very start. It's not like they work just fine and I don't have a need to make new IPs. No. Apparently, I've just been jumping from IP to IP, and he thinks he can do better. I'd love to see what characters he even had. Actually, I think I can, because he submitted a show. Let's see what kind of characters he thinks of. And I want to see your guys' actual thoughts on this. So, he pitched a show, NYA Agents, right? Probably need to put this on the charger, because of course. So, this is what he said about it. So, let's try to... Okay, I don't know. I might not even know what I'm talking about. I think he said more about it than someone else. But pretty much about these group of kids. And they go... I don't fucking know. See, I forgot. But the thing is, people don't forget about my stuff. And I tried to learn that the hard way. But yeah, people don't forget about my stuff. They love me. They love what I do. Meanwhile, I can't even name a single thing you've done. Right? So, Yeah, that's the first thing he thinks he could do better than me. That's kind of crazy. And then the second thing, discarding other people's work. Right, so because I was mentally out of it one day, didn't know what I was talking about. Apparently, you were supposed to take it all as, oh, it's not happening anymore. Even though if you know anything about me, I'm not a fucking quitter. I don't quit. I don't know when to quit. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I don't know when to stop. Because every single time I've gone down, I get right back up. Like as if nothing's ever happened. Because if there's anything my mom taught me, it's to not quit. You don't just do something and then you stop. Because, well, what's the point of that? You keep going, and you keep going, and you keep going until you find success. And I've found success multiple times. So it's definitely a formula that works. I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you can do it a whole lot better than me. I forgot. My bad. And he named specific examples, so I'm going to start naming specific examples too. Harbonite. He still thinks I'm insane. I didn't discard his work. He just straight up didn't want me to use his work. So I didn't. Because unlike you, Mr. Cameron, right now, I'm actually a respectful person. Although you may not think so. Because I lost it that one day. And apparently that one day is what God's going to think of me. Apparently you're God. You're God on Judgment Day. And I know it might sound like I'm talking crazy right now, but trust me, it'll make sense. Apparently, I'm God. No. What? Cameron's God on Judgment Day. And he's going to judge me based on this and this only. Not any other day where I was just like, let's do this. We're doing it now. Let's go. So, I don't know. I just don't know. Apparently, it's just insane to these people. I don't... No. And I'm about to get to why I even lost it that one day, which was 2 days ago. We're about to get to it, and he has a lot to do with it. So, and then he just says, oh, well, I wanted to make it fun. Guys, isn't it so fun when you're just trying to relax and think, and then you get your phone, you call it up like 20 fucking times? Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with that. It's not like money's getting wasted doing it. Yeah, companies are just supposed to be so fun all the time. We just goof off. We have a good time, even though, you're an idiot. Because, well, I don't like it when things are serious. Yeah, no, translation. You don't like it when even the bare minimum gets done. When even it's time to think of ideas. Apparently, that's just too much for you. Alright, bro. Okay, so that's just the first part of it. That's what he thinks. This is his motive, right? I know this sounds confusing, but this is his motive right now. This is what he thinks he can do better than me, and he wants me out. So how does he do that, you may ask? Well, it turns out he just pretty much, over time, talks to my friends behind my back, by the way. I knew nothing of this until today. Talks bad about people behind my back, to me, to people behind my back. In voice chats too, because he knows what the fuck he's doing. Because he knows for sure, if there's ever any text of him saying that, yeah, he's caught. And he did eventually screw up, but he was doing it in voice messages to make sure there was no trace. So this dude's just a master tool right here. Saying how much, I'm a bad friend, and making sure that it's on their minds for months and months and months. And then he does this shit to piss me off on purpose, because he and I have known each other enough to know our pet peeves and whatnot. And he just, again and again and again and again and again, makes me mad. And then one day, the stars just happened to align, and I just happened to lose my mind, and then he went, bingo, that's the chance. Oh, yep, I get to do it now. I own Enlight. I get to do this. I get to do that. It's gonna be so much fun, guys. Let me have you in a little secret. Alright, so you've managed to actually do this. And do you think it's been fun so far for you, buddy? Do you think it was fun to see people confused as fuck? It wasn't for me. Do you think it's fun to see so many people be confused? The staff, everyone? Because this was all you, buddy. You planned it all out from day one. You were the one who did this. You had to make me look like, I was just me. even though I was your puppet too. You know what? Mel and JT, if you're watching, JJ too, I have to give you the benefit of the doubt. I really thought y'all were the worst of the worst. No. At the very least, what y'all did was be respectful, even if only a little, compared to this fucker. So I have to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm sorry. There's people worse than y'all. I could not believe it. There are. There really are people worse than you. That's crazy to say, but it's true. So, pretty much that's what happened. Set it all up. Because he wanted control of my stuff. That's what he wanted. That was his goal. He did not like me. He did not like what I had to say. So he tried, and failed by the way, to get control of my stuff and used other people for it. Because you remember in the last video I said, well, it was Max that wanted it. And no. He was using Max to get control of it. Everyone is a pawn here. It's just a little ridiculous to me. So, essentially, don't trust people. Maybe you could have in the past, but now we're at the point in the world where it's just don't. It's like you really got to know the person you're talking to. Because at any second, they could just snap. Just like that. So, yeah, that's what happened. Another thing I want to bring up too, just a little unrelated, but it's just I want to bring it up. One of those IPs was Joy. And I'm going to have to reveal some backstory on them. So, you know, as I'm growing to be an adult, you know, I'm starting to have thoughts of, hey, I do want kids. I do want someone who will look up to me. Because, you know, I have my fans, that's cool. But being real, there's nothing more special between the connection of a father and his child. And it's like, I'm a bit young for that for now. But what if I just have a character that I can relate to as like a child of mine? So that's why I made Joy. And, you know, she's just full of it. And it feels a bit weird to say, but yes, I would consider her as my child, my baby. So when I see people, Cameron, making fun of them, I'm not exactly going to take that very lightly. Because, you know, it should be obvious why, but apparently you're not human, so I had to explain it to you. I don't know if Cameron was like an experiment of Elon Musk to see the first alien on Earth. If so, it was a smash hit a failure, because we were able to figure it out. If he's an actual human, and that'd be crazy to believe. I'm sorry, you are not growing up to be anything successful, especially not after this. You may as well just wrap it up right here, because there's no way you're having any sort of future that isn't just prison. If this is what you want to do now with your life at such a young age, just take control of other people's stuff. Let me tell you a story. One time, I saw this on the news. There was some maniac who wanted to go sneak into the Coca-Cola factory. Or was it the vault? I think it's the vault. Snuck into the Coke vault. Stole it. And sorry. And they sold it to Pepsi. And what Pepsi did, instead of taking that offer, that was tempting, sent him to jail with the FBI where he belongs. Because, you know, in the business world, that doesn't fly. You don't just take control of other people's stuff like that. So, no. Cameron's a fool. Fooled all of us throughout the entire community. Made it look like I was a crazy person. That's what he wanted people to believe. It didn't exactly really work that much. And yeah, that's what happened. It was just someone with a power trip who thought he could do better than me at my own company. Still find that to be crazy. So he tried to do all this just for it. And how did it go for you, bud? Honestly, how did it go? How has it been with your takeover? Because I personally don't think it's been going great. But I'd like to hear what you'd like to say. If you even admit to any of it. Because I already tried, and he's been bullshitting so far. So, that's great. But yeah, that's what happened. This is why you can't trust people. And from here on out, I'm just going to get things back to normal. None of this will ever happen. I'll get Inlight going, and I'll get my own stuff going, and we'll just be talking, communicating like a creator and a fan base should. So that's what happened. I'm sorry it had to be like that. Because I know he's not going to apologize. But that's what happened. I'm sorry. And from now on, I'll better myself, as well as to make sure this never happens again. So that's it. That's the video. I really don't know how to close this one out, because it's just, yeah, people are fucking cruel. So that's it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.